Hello and welcome back to the lecture of time series econometrics. We are continuing our discussion about forecasting, and in this lecture we are going to talk about a specific forecasting technique, which is weighted moving average method. Now in the previous lectures we spoke about simple moving average method, and in simple moving average method we had all the different observations which had equal weights. But it is not necessary the all past period observations are going to have equal observations, equal weights, because it is likely that the most recent period observation is going to have a higher weight than the previous observations, and that is why this concept of moving average is important. So what we do here is we actually assign different weights to the different observations, right? And it is something similar to what you have seen previously for AR model or MA model or ARMA model, or when you plot ACF values for a AR model in a ACF plot in Correlogram. So we have seen that there is a gradual decline of the ACF values for the past periods, right? So it is just the similar thing here. Here what we do is we are basically assigning different weights, and it is more likely that we're going to assign more weights to the present period and less weight to the past period. And that's all about weighted moving average. I mean, we don't really need to do more about this. But let me write down just the formula here, how we express it. So let me say I want to get the forecasting value at say tth period, and what I do is I actually, this is my weight. There are different weights, W and Wi, and here I will have say Y. Let me write down T minus I stylus. I equal to say 1 to m. Oops. So basically what I'm doing is my window size is m here, and like in previous cases we explained the centered window or the trailing window, and for forecasting we normally use a trailing window. So we are taking a trailing window concept here, and what it means is, let me just explain this equation in terms of a table. So if I have say this is my tth period, this is my tth period, then what I'm doing is I'm actually taking these values t minus 1, t minus 2, and so on. Say here I reach up to t minus m, right? So this is the time period, and I have the values of the variable, right? The values, and then I have forecast values, okay? So this equation, what it says is that I'm actually taking these values, all these values, and taking their weighted average to get a forecast value, which is my this, okay. So that's how we actually do it, and it's basically simple. It's the same as we do for simple moving average. Only thing is we're adding a weight here, and these weights are going to be differential, okay, different for different observation. Uh, so the weights are normally assigned by some, there is no hard and fast rule as in what weight you should assign, okay. It's completely up to you, the person who is building the model. You can have some expert knowledge, you can have some, like experts who knows the data well and knows how to assign the weights. For example, suppose if you're talking about a seasonal data, so for example, the demand of firecracker during Deepavali, right? So then normally what will happen, you will assign more weights to the last year Deepavali sales, right? And so that way you kind of decide the weights for a weighted moving average series, okay. um, okay, so one more point, often it is said that summation wi has to be 1. In many textbook you will see that, but not necessarily. In R we can actually put different weights, which may not sum up to 1, maybe more than 1, less than 1, but it will take your weight, so there is no problem. It is more like your different weights that you do in machine. Anyway, so you actually use this kind of concepts in other places also. You don't have to have the weights equal to 1, okay. um, So basically, this is just remember that it is just a type of simple moving average where you are basically adding the weights. So all the assumptions that you have taken for simple moving average is also holding true here. So we are basically assuming that the series is stationary, implicitly assuming that, and we are also assuming that you don't really need to have a sort of identified model with all the diagnostics done, all the parameters values estimated or things like that. So we don't need to have all these things in place. We can simply take the time series value and we can estimate the forecast values. Okay. um, okay. In case we don't have any good idea about the weights, we can simply go for simple moving average. In that case, we should not go for weighted moving average. But then there are certain specific types of weighted moving average. For example, exponential smoothing that we're going to talk about in next lecture, which you can use for actually having a standard sort of weighing arrangement.